I'm feeling some sort of way, dog. Looking all kinds of fresh, she licking all kinds of lips. Better not play with cash. I'm pulling up kinda threatening.
So that thing of Tapelo complimenting me on how I came through with a bang on Generations The Legacy in 2020.
Which, I mean, congratulations. Bro.
And he even said to me that, my man, you deserved an award for that performance that you came through. From just hearing those words from Tapelo, dog. Because back then, he was everyone's competition, dog.
Bro, bro, I think he had that like Tom Cruise level,
dog.
Like everyone would show up to his movie, bro. If he put out a movie,
the whole school would want to watch Tapelo, dog.
Bro.
Tapelo.
I respected that gen. Ever since we met each other in that libation bearers to our last year and third year, dog, to the Gulf movie that he did with Tabang.
And when Greg,
Greg.
yo.
When I was acting beside him, I was like, dude, this is crazy, bro. I can't believe we're doing this. Because even like the whole audition process, he was like, bro, let's do this and this and this. Even like when we started doing workouts and shit, dog, I'd always want to know, like, bro, what's your process, dog? Like, how do we even get to this space?
He had this mystery about him, this poise and this, the swagger. You could see when Tapelo is feeling himself when he's walking around me, dog. I would look at him and Tapelo, like, you do that thing, dog. I'm like,
you did something.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Dog. But that fateful night, everything was just painful, bruh.
Yeah, bro.
And, dog, just even talking about it. That man.
I felt like I needed, to be honest, I needed someone who was in my ear to just like talk about it. Because only they would understand what
Tapelo meant to us.
Yeah. Because Taps was like that guy, dog. Like if he did something, dog, you wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Or like, even if he was just going out, just sitting with the man.
having a pride. The whole school wants to come.
He would pull up, dog.
And the thing is, that's why he never hosted a pride. Because he knew the whole school would actually come to the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned in to What Do You Bring to the Table? My name and surname is Taviletawu, a.k.a. Tabs Mateli Tabis. And namhlanje we've got an old friend of mine from varsity, Alexander Adika.
Yes, sir.
My man,
sir.
How you doing?
Man, I'm feeling great, bro. I'm feeling great. I'm so happy to be back in Josie, dog.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like this city really reminds me of Nairobi, to be honest. Yo, it reminds me of Nairobi. For real, for real. Yo, 100%.
Nairobi. So, still on the note of Taps, man. Still on the note of Taps. His passing was too soon.
Too soon.
I believe that he was going to be one of the greatest talents to ever bless South Africa.
Facts.
If you can already see it after.
Mandem had superstar status. Yeah.
You could even went to Hollywood.
Mandem was doing, what was that show he did? Doctor Who. When he was on Doctor Who, dog, I was like, put some respect on his name.
He's gone. I was like, he's gone. Tapelo's gone, dog.
Oh.
Then The Kingdom. Then he went on Netflix. I was like, Tapelo's gone, dog. And he was bagging the international gigs all the time, the commercials during. The man would just go MIA on class, bro. The man you have literally, he has a monologue to do. People be like, Tapelo's next. Everyone looks around. Where's Tapelo?
He's not available today.
Next thing you see, the ad Tapelo was doing, bro.
Bro, after Mr. Price, that's like when he really elevated. But then again, him as an artist, like sometimes like I was talking about the gym thing, like when he invited me to start gymming with him and like work out and stuff. Like I would visit his room. Mandem had like a a calendar of sorts, and it was marked with the days of workouts, doing monologues or like practicing for a certain scene.
There was that discipline,
bro. It was that discipline and commitment to his art.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, I need to really commit. I really, because I'm like, I'm not gonna let this boy outstep me.
You remember that Aiden and Tapelo beef, Nyana?
They had a
beef. Bro, his second year, Tapelo used to tell me all the time, hey, dog, this Aiden kid, hey, dog, You know that thing we were doing when we were all practicing the animals for Horn of Sorrow? Ah, bruh.
He used to be mad at Aiden.
Because you could see Aiden is doing too much. He's mimicking the animals properly. He's doing like, and with the performance, and when his monologue that he was doing all the time, Tapelo be like,
I'm done.
not on
with
my
it.
watch,
Not
man.
on my-
Not on my fucking watch.
Scoop it, scoop it.
Hey, we shop at scoop it, dog.
Yeah, no, but like, but Aiden is mad talented.
Oh
That kid.
no, Aiden Scott.
Bro, my thing is like, if you only committed on those monologues sometimes for class,
Yeah.
but like if Mandem was doing like a show or basically if he was getting paid,
Yeah.
that boy could perform.
Proper.
Bro, when he was the vulture on that shit, I was like, ooh.
That man was insane.
Bro, because he came in, he was like, Bro, no embarrassment.
It was that fitness thing. And he was
And also a little
big,
jacked. It was annoying.
yeah, very annoying with this. You know, he does that walk.
Yeah.
You know, and then he'd be like, look it. I'd be like,
Bro,
snacker.
bro, and shorties be like, oh my God, is that Aiden performing? I'm like, shut up.
Lexi
Shut
was
up.
on some other shit. But what besides that, man, like, what happened to you after graduation? Because that's the last time we actually met. It was when we were in the suits. You know, before COVID times.
Bro.
What happened to you after that?
COVID hit like a madness. I think after COVID, I hit my first ever audition, and then I got into my first commercial,
Yeah.
which was
This was in South Africa still.
Yeah. So this was 2019 November. Actually, I think even in that time when I did the auditions for it, it was around we were prepping for graduation and stuff. So I did that gig, I got it, and then we were prepping for our play at the time. So it was our final graduation play. So I remember, there was so much excitement. Like I was driving my mom and stuff. I was like, "Hey, you're gonna be called Mrs. Mama Maniki." You know, because like my character's name was Moniki. So I was like, "Hey, when people will see you in the street, they'll be like, Mama Maniki, how are you doing?"
That's the
Blah
vibe.
blah.
That's the vibe.
So I was so excited because my mom was there, my auntie was there, and then one of our friends had visited. So it was such a great opportunity for her to see me like perform and stuff.
Was it for the first time in 3 years?
Bro, because she hadn't seen
so
me
she
first
flew-
year, second year, third year.
She flew down to South Africa. She's like, I'm gonna see my boy shine. I'm gonna see
my
that
babe.
melanin pop under the lime. My
Bro,
man.
because I'm like, when you're a mom or something, because this is your baby like fresh out the womb, it's like, and I'm her firstborn. So seeing your baby being able to do what he does.
Your other brothers are?
No, I have one older brother.
Oh, yeah.
He's my half brother.
Oh,
And then I have my
say,
little brother.
Are you telling me that your younger brother is so much taller than you?
Bro, that has been like a confusing ass
Yo,
like a
those
lot of people used
genetics
to
are
meet us, they'll be
insane,
like,
man.
bro, a lot of people would meet us and they'll be like, so you must be the younger brother. This is why I decided to grow a beard, though, because I was like, this shit is annoying.
You know, we can't yet. We still got bum fluff here.
You still got
But we try.
no, but you gotta hustle to it.
So
'cause,
mama.
bro, I'm like
Yeah.
on my awkward phase right
Yeah.
now, so I'm like, I'm gonna get there.
So mama was here. What did she think of everything?
Bro, she loved it.
Nah.
She loved it. Even before, like, she wasn't like fully into it, but I mean, I think with the arts, it's more of like a show. You
Yeah.
can tell. If you show that you can actually do it, you have the talent,
Yes.
you can actually perform on the stage. And I actually got like a meaty role with the one I did, because I did, what was it called? It wasn't like Libation Bearers, it was The Crucible.
Ooh,
I played John Proctor, who's like this lawyer type of situation, and like he's arguing with people and has like full lines and
Yeah,
stuff.
dialogue.
Bro, I had
to do a chow.
Bro, when I had a moment where I had to take out like an iPhone, and my mom was like,
That's my boy. That's my baby boy.
bro, when you had our moments, you're like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And I think that was like a great moment to just actually showcase my talent. But apart from that, I think after graduation, I mean, the pandemic hit. I did try to pursue my honors at AFDA. And I didn't really complete it, though. I did my few years, and then my lecturer at the time, shout out to Carla Diamond, she helped me like develop my own like confidence into the screen acting. And then I ended up starting to post my work on acting.
Yes.
And with that process, that's how I got discovered by my current manager
Yeah.
right now.
Yo, you got a manager, not an agent.
Bro.
Nigga skip the line. Woo! Baga.
Hey!
Same time, manager. Fucking agent. Fuck's an agent to me, man.
What's that?
Fuck outta here.
What's that? Bro, I had an agent, but
Yeah.
that agent like, yo. Which is one of the things that we'll discuss later about like the Kenyan industry versus the SA industry.
Yeah.
Which we really need agents in the Kenyan industry. But
Yeah.
like, I think with him, he discovered me and really helped me find like a place in the SA industry and also in the acting industry.
Yeah.
So this is like one of my first gigs that I've got with him currently, but like he really helped me like develop as an actor.
Yeah.
And with like the screen acting. type
So
of thing.
he was quite. I was gonna say something intimate now. I was gonna. He was quite committed to your personal growth. So he was there most of the time. Yeah, that's dope, man.
Bro, like there was a project we were supposed to do and I really hope we get to do it.
Yeah.
But with that project, he sent me like voice notes about working on accents and like
They pay special care more than an.
more than the by the ways.
They're not gonna like this one
Here's the thing: we don't want to diss too many people
because they actually do work for us. And I'm glad I'm at where I'm at. Not gonna lie, I'm a happy chappy there.
which is it's a good commitment. I won't lie. I would love to like do a telenovela or something like that. But I mean, there's
Manifest it, actually speak it out. Say I'm going to do a telenovela. This year
I'm
in
going to
South
be in
Africa.
this scene.
Yeah.
With 3 cameras on my face.
You know.
It doesn't matter where I turn.
What
They
which
will
language
catch
would you
me.
want to speak?
Huh?
Would you want to speak Zulu?
Zulu
Or
or
is
Xhosa?
Xhosa?
Or Tswana.
Setswana.
Yeah, because my current housemate is Tswana.
Ah.
So I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Just to like kind of honor his languages. Or Sutu. Or Sutu.
Ke Mosotho nna.
Yeah. But Zulu because of like Shaka Ilemba now.
Ah,
it's coming out.
nah.
My co-star is in Shaka, dog. That's why I'm like, ooh.
You know, I always actually pictured this. You do look like a shaka. If
I do.
if someone had to, create something or to make a varsity or something, you look like a shaka.
I look like a Shaka.
But I could miss Zulu, so that doesn't it
Bro.
defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Like I would carry that spear and be like, "Hey, win!"
You know?
Yo, bro. Because I saw the guy who's actually starring as Shaka is from AFDA.
You
He's
know?
an AFDA kid. So I looked at him. I was like,
After boys worldwide.
"Shout out to AFDA's kids,
We are
bro.
doing
AFDA kids are making moves."
the things. Yeah,
He's not even Zulu.
He's not even Zulu.
What?
Yo, the Zulus were so mad
Were they?
on Twitter.
Yo, where's he from?
He's where's he from?
He's
Sutu,
Sutu.
ne? Yeah.
And he had to learn Zulu.
Yeah.
Probably he's a good speaking Zulu guy. That's probably
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be like that. So if you had to choose, you'd want to learn Setswana, ne?
What's that?
It's Xhosa.
Yeah.
Hayi ke hlala namputi zokufundisa isiXhosa. Yabo. Xa ulapha eGoli ne ungivakashela. Actually mina xa ngiseKapa. Ndizobona wena. That's very Zulu though.
I saw this kid was
But
making fun. I was like,
you said Johannesburg reminds you of Nairobi,
a lot.
right? But how is South Africa different to Kenya? Like in the most, not the most obvious aspects, like the language and it's a different country vibe, like that. What are the people's attitudes?
I mean, to be honest, if Josie does remind me of the fast-paced life of Nairobi, because in Nairobi, dog, we're fast, dog.
Fast.
Yo,
Don't
bro, if
cast
you're walking in the street, you better be going.
Yeah,
If
somewhere.
Bro, if someone, like, the thing that annoys me, which is like a pet peeve for me, is like someone stopping in the middle of the street. Because I'm like, my brother, you better move. Because the thing is, like, if you don't move,
Yeah.
people are timing you on that street. Because you'll be walking in the street with your goods and services.
Yeah.
Some
They'll
gent
jack
will-
you same time.
We'll see. Same time.
Also, the crime there is also. Is it bad like Johannesburg?
It's not as bad. I won't lie. Josie, yeah.
Hey,
y'all are
dog, you
built different.
Bruh. Hey, wachele flex. Hey, Twara. You crash your car in Hill, bro.
Hey, forget it.
bro. you go naked, dog. Your car, there's no wheels, there's no nothing, bro. And my mom, I think she had this fear of me coming to Johannesburg. I'm gonna go to that side of Johannesburg, but I'm jealous, mama. No, mina. I'm going far from that area. I'm going to as safe as it's possible, bruh. You know, I mean, Randburg is not the safest, but
it's better.
there are sections where I'm like, yeah, no, anyone gonna touch me. Plus, I'm at a point now, you know, where they call me except big man, and you blush there a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't can't touch me.
Put some respect on my name.
You know.
Have you seen me?
Yeah.
Have you seen me? Yeah.
How's the food like different?
Oh man, the food.
Which one's better? Which one did you say is better? Because I mean, South Africa, we've got amazing food.
Yo.
Mkhodi.
Why you putting me on the spot on that?
Baba. No, call out your country talk, but tell them that they need to up their game with their food.
Listen. I'm not gonna lie. I miss home food. I miss home food.
Biltong.
Home food.
You don't like biltong?
I love biltong.
Mkhodu?
What's that?
Tripe.
Nah.
Panakhuta. I mean,
Let me tell you, braai food. That's where you get me.
that's
You guys
yeah.
with the borvos, lamb.
Alles wat malas, my bro. And braai is lekker. How many braais did you go to back at after?
Aye, bro. I used to go to a lot.
Who used to host? Who used to throw the best? Arnold Street used to throw the best parties.
Fact. Yo,
Arnold Street, bro.
Arnold was a sin, bro.
Oh,
a sin, bro.
You know how bad he is back then. Our Akos, you know, our
She was one fine babe.
she's still fine today, my man.
I haven't, bro.
She just elevated.
Bro, she broke my heart, bro.
It's
fine, bro.
She broke your heart. What did Akko do to you, my man?
Is this like off the record or on the record?
I don't know if she watches this or not, but this is on the record, my nigga. We are recording this. What did Akko do to you? I was the most oblivious person at AFDA. I didn't know the girl that liked me. I didn't know who's dating who. I didn't know who's sleeping with who. I think it's because I lived at home, so I only paid attention to, when I have to chase the bus and get home. I'm not paying attention to
Yeah.
But I didn't even know. You had
Yo, bro, I had well, you know what? Screw it. I'ma do it. I'ma say it.
I mean,
I had like a major crush on Akko.
Yeah.
Oh, she was fine, bro. And I think we did.
Mo's ex.
Huh?
Mo's ex.
Bro.
Remember Mo?
Mo reminded me too much of that whiz kid, Jack dog. He was whiz kid in the school. I was like, hey, Mo.
Yeah.
Nah, but like Mo was major Jack. But I was like, props to the boy.
Yeah.
But like, I really had a major crush on Akko. And I think the one time I tried to invite her out or something, she didn't pitch, dog. She didn't pitch. And then she posted some like story of like her going out. And I was like, yeah, now you gotta respect the game.
Game's cold, dog. And you learn the hard way. I learned the hard way. And you know what? Because now I play fair game, they hate me, man.
They hate you.
They hate me, man. Like, what did I do? What did I do, hermano?
Bro, I think that's literally the storyline of all players.
Like,
it's someone.
I'm not a player.
No, but I'm like,
Don't look at me like that.
no.
Guys,
Have you seen the swag? This is not a player. Put some respect.
Guys, no, I'm not. Guys, you see, this is what girls tell me all the time. They're like, you look like you play women. I'm like, but what? Guys, I didn't do anything. I watched the TikTok the other day that speaks about how people who grew up pretty, right? They always had things handed to them, and because of that, they had life easy, and some of them developed a stank ass attitude, right? And so they never really developed a proper personality. They were just mean girls, right? And now as they grow older, the looks are fading, right? So they have nothing else to offer besides an attitude, no personality, nothing, because the looks are also fading, which made me think of, I didn't know I was going to look like this, by the way. I really did not know, right? I was a chubby, fat kid, insecure in high school, even at AFDA, dog. I was still like,
dude, because you had a major glow up. I'm not gonna cap.
You see,
dead ass, because you used to be the kid with the blue hair, just chilling. Facts. I used to look the fade with the blue hair.
oh my, I had blue hair once upon a time.
Yeah, bro. I used to remember. I was like, who is this kid? And then suddenly, I think second year.
Yeah, I went to Mauritius.
You went to Mauritius or something. You had a glow up, dog.
Not this is South Africa, Mauritius. He knows. He gets it. The Xhosas get fat. The Sothos lose weight. I don't know what I don't know. They were supposed to go anyway.
I was like, that was the moment I was like, let me pause with him. Like,
what's going on?
Wait,
but no,
yeah.
it was that, and then back to the point of the TikTok, it was that I didn't know I was gonna look like this, so I actually developed an entire personality, like because I was like, the looks are not working, so at least be funny, be jokey, have color and have character. And then boom, into the thing, and then I come back, and now everybody's like, "Hey, man,
What's going
on?" And on top of that, not to toot my own horn or anything, but they laugh their panties off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a thing of, I'm sure you've seen that Tom Holland video. I have no riz. That's me. I have no riz.
You have no riz?
I have no riz.
Are you sure?
I can't rock up to a 100 split game just like that. I'll think it over. I'll shine, It's still that insecure kid back then. He sometimes kicks in when you really want to talk to a hun, But sometimes when I'm not even thinking about it,
it works.
It works, dog. And then it just so happens, I didn't actually look at you. You fine as well. Type of thing.
Which I feel like a lot of girls love when it's not too much pressure or like a gent is trying too hard.
Yeah.
It's a thing where even me, like I realized conversations are really like what get you into the door or something.
Simple, dog.
So
don't try to be corny.
Yeah. You actually hit him with the lines. Hey, baby girl, how you doing?
You know when I hit pickup lines? when 3 weeks in, dog, that's when I'm like, hanging.
Let me hit you with
now I'm gonna be corny as fuck.
Like it's gone in. It's gone in. No, but I think with women, all they want is to just have a proper conversation.
Yeah.
And if the conversation slaps,
it slaps.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, walk away. But gents don't walk. They don't walk away. Their pride and ego gets bruised.
Or they get that. Is it called liquid courage? Which more often than not we get like blasted into the ceiling with.
It's bad though. However, not however, but in your experience with Kenyan women and South African women, what is the contrast between them? What's different about them?
I mean, I think, to be honest, it's more or less the language. And I feel like with Kenyan women, it's definitely been more, how would I put this? Kenyan women have been such a, it's like a go-to for me because it's home. It's home, yeah. It's home. There's a place, there's a familiarity. And with South African women, it's like there's so much to explore. There's like new things. There's something happening.
Have you been exploring?
I mean, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't put it that way.
Those I means.
Those
I means. What do you think of our women? I love our women, guys. They are so gorgeous. They are so beautiful. That's why I when I look at a South African gent like kill themselves over a hun in South Africa, I'm like, dog, there is so many beautiful women in this country. Why would you lose your mind over a mate, dog? When there's so many beautiful women,
from
dog.
both
all the
sides.
languages, the Zulus, the Tswanas, the Xhosas. I don't know about Venda, but just dog.
And there was a Xhosa Han who said like, yo, Xhosa Hans give you respect. And I'm like, dog, that is so true.
When they're about you, when a Xhosa woman's about you, Nhlonipho is there, dog. Nhlonipho is respect. I'm teaching you as we go. Bruh. And they will do anything for you. They'll do anything for you, man.
Full time.
Yeah, baba.
Bro, from like third year
love, ne?
Bro, third year.
Forgot about Akko.
Akko is a different space.
You didn't forget about it.
You know how it's one of those experiences that shape you in life. It's like you learn from like heartbreaks, or you learn from like painful experiences. Because with someone like her, I was there, dog. I was like invested. I was like, this could actually be a thing. And then once she pulled that stunt on me, dog, didn't pull up. I was like, I need to understand that even if they give you a good vibe or whatever, they don't owe you anything.
They really don't.
They really don't. Even if you invite them, because I remember like, I was so pissed. I was like, why would you not show up?
Understandably.
Yeah.
At least send a text. At least lie.
Say don't.
At least lie. Like, I have an emergency. Lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the thing, because like as a man, you sit down, you're like, nah, lie or say something.
Because now you're there with your hopes up, my boy.
bro,
You're
and
there.
I'm bragging
like,
to
hey,
my homies and shit.
Like, Excel, Machita got this one. Yeah. And then nothing.
And you just have to understand and like take, I mean, a lot of people say take your L. But I was like, yeah, I took my L that day and I was like, yeah, maybe not. Maybe she was just being friendly.
Maybe she was being friendly.
She was being friendly.
That's why I'm at a point now. They must make the first move. Kiss me, baby. Then I'll know.
But I wouldn't lie. I think even with the first move situation, at some point, I think gents still have to like do the thing. We still have to lead the conversation.
you know,
we still have to
no, we
lead
lead.
everything and bring everything to it.
But kiss me, baby. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, bro, you will wait. Let me tell you something. You will wait. You will wait. Because even if you're chatting to a hand and you're like, okay, can you make the first move or whatever? When it comes to like the
I'm a
kissing
respectful
moment.
freak.
Are you respectful on that? Let me tell you something. With the women, more often than not, you need to like lead some of the things.
Yes. I'll tell you why now. Sometimes I like, especially in that bedroom department. You must, because most of the advices that I get is one woman can just be upset that you didn't follow through the next day with, the vibe or anything, and then they become bitter, and then they're gonna go say some shit on Twitter.
For me, it's like the minute
I don't want that. I don't want that.
Yeah,
You know?
I can survive Twitter, but my thing is the law. Once they hit the law, dog, police.
I don't want that, dog. Man, I don't want that, to be
That's
honest.
the thing, like, I fear sometimes, like, if you make the wrong move and someone just accuses you like this. Like, literally, even in our career, especially in our space.
Especially in our space, my man.
If you're caught on a case or sexual harassment.
Even if it's not true, just allegations.
The cancel culture will catch you. And bro, when productions are like, I want to work with you, but like the public perception about you is not positive.
And I'm so glad for the ones who got acquitted of all these allegations and actually came back into the game. It's beautiful to see.
It is, but the thing is like, yo, it's such a scary space.
It's a scary space, man.
Because I don't ever want to be in that space of accusations. Because I won't lie, sometimes you'll be chatting, you think she's into you.
Khante, no.
She gives you a 0 point on your score. You thought you shot, you
Kanti.
missed. But let her accuse you. It's over.
It's done, my boy.
Because as gents, we could accuse. Remember? Nah, let me tell you. Remember our film? Third year film we did. What's it called? Ntombezi or something like that.
Ndombezulu, there we go.
Ntombezulu.
Ndombezulu. That was a painful one.
Yeah. Remember, because like my character was telling you, dog, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
And you were like, bro, I'm not sure if I can trust it.
Exactly.
The minute that people doubt you, it's over.
It's over, dog.
It's over. Because like, what are you going to say? Because there's no evidence. Did you record? No.
Nothing.
Who wants
And so
to
he
see?
said, she said. It's a tough case.
And she has more power than a he.
So I walk on eggshells. Eggshells.
Because like the he has, according to like culture and whatever, the he has more power. Apparently, the he always has power. So when you reach a space like that, it's like, how do I navigate? How do I convince people that this wasn't me? This isn't my story.
It's a perception thing. It's tough to get. It's tough being a man, nah?
Because right now, you've seen in Marvel, they have 2 cases right now.
Hey, man.
Bro.
Jonathan Majors and, what's his name? Tinoch Huerta Maia.
Huerta. Bro, 2 cases.
Yeah.
And they were literally playing villains, dog. Because people are
They
playing.
like real life villains, bro. Like, it's quite sad, though.
And they're so talented, dog. They're so good.
Jonathan Majors.
Yo, Jonathan, when he was describing how he does his work, dog, I'm like, this guy is amazing. He knows what he's doing. I won't lie, he reminds me of the late Tapelo, dog.
Yeah.
I'm like, Tapelo could have been that guy.
Definitely.
That, right?
Give him a little bulk up, Nyan, as well,
And my name was always about that bulk up, dog. He was like, hey, bro, I'm trying to gym a little bit. He would see me post my physique pics, like, all right, bro, you need to remind me to go to the gym. I'm like,
Hey, but the thing about being tall, also, is it takes long to build muscle. Because your body's so lanky, my boy. That's why short niggas, they get buff real quick. Because everything is compact.
Stocky Mike Tyson vibes.
But apart from that, what is it? No, what does it mean to be a man in culturally in Kenya? Like, what does it mean to be a man?
I think to be a man in Kenya, it's more or less about being able to just do your own thing. Just be the person who's able to have your own life.
Trust yourself. Trust your instincts. Maneuver like that.
And to be able to just cultivate a space where people have major respect. I think respect is one of the biggest things we love as Kenyan men. Like, if I walk into a room, I want you to be like, how you doing?
Yeah.
I've seen you, not even seen my work, but like,
as African men, it's like a thing, dog.
I mean, yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. You know, that's why we have men conference, and happy belated to our fathers out there.
Is it belated? Isn't it today?
Is it belated?
Are you a
It's
father?
today.
You a father?
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. But let's say Happy Father's Day to the real father. Happy Father's Day, man.
Happy Father's
This nigga
Day.
just want to steal the shine. Happy Father's Day to Zoo.
Put some respect on his name.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I feel like respect is one of the things we love as Jeds. Just to be able to walk into a room and someone say, "Hello, sir. How are you doing? Tell me, advise me on 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
or give me what I need."
An element of also inspiring people. Yeah.
I think that's the best thing. I think honestly, if a kid walks up to me and is like, "Yo, you inspired me," or your words touched me in a certain way, I'm like, bro, that's dope, dog.
Yeah.
Like, thank you for that. It doesn't have to be like, "Oh, your words inspired me so much. Can I get a selfie?"
You're going to get to that point, though.
I mean, that would be cool.
It would
That would
be
be cool.
dope.
That would be cool.
You know,
Yeah.
almost, remember when I told you I went to Mauritius?
Yeah.
But I didn't go to Mauritius. But I came back skinnier. You know what I'm saying?
to South African Mauritius.
And I went to the South African Mauritius. Right? That is our rites of passage to becoming a man, right? Do you guys also have an initiation process to become men? Rumor has it you guys fight lions.
No, that's a different tribe. My tribe.
But is it Kenyan?
Yeah, it's a Kenyan tribe.
They fight lions?
Yeah.
Shit, like for real?
It's the Maasai tribe.
So they gotta get a real spear.
Bro,
And if you die, you die.
you die. It's over for you.
He ain't a man. He dead. He weak. That type of shit.
My thing is like, if you
What's your
survive,
tribe though?
Luo,
How do I spell that?
Luo,
Luo.
Luo, and my name goes as Alexander. But the weirdest thing is, in South Africa, a lot of people say Alexandra. I had a radio interview. Like, that was how many months ago?
Why?
Bro,
Please tell me why did I think of what's this place?
is it the one in Joburg?
What's
Yeah?
this club?
Is it a club?
Alexandra.
Alexandra.
Mikalo, there we go. I literally just thought of Mikalo. Yo, guys, don't go there.
Migano.
Bruh, it is a mother. You will have the time of your life. Yo, Alexandra. How?
Bro, and I had an
So
interview.
your name is Gomorrah.
Bro, that shit, like, it annoys me, dog.
Why don't you correct them? Do you correct them?
Because sometimes it's like, it happens on like interviews, and this is like kind of like my first times going through these interviews. Because a lot of, I think initially it used to be like my surname, which is Adika. A lot of people would say Aduka.
Yeah,
Because there was a typo. You know, the U was next to the I, so they would say Aduka. So a lot of the times it would reach a point where my name just like became this thing where if you're South African, Alexander, because like, here's the thing, like I usually love to explain to people, like Alexander is the male version of my name, and then Alexandra
is the female version.
So I don't know how people reached a point where Alexandra was just the name for everyone. It was just there. Because, and even that's how I ended up getting to my name of Xander. Where I wanted people to call me Xander. Because like every time I told them Alexander, they'll be like, Alex. And I'm like, bro, because I'm like, Xander needs some love, though.
Yeah.
Like, that Xander,
Xander
part of it.
sounds dope.
And you can't say Xander in a high-pitched voice, though.
Yeah.
If you say Alex, you're like,
Xander!
That's what I'm saying. Xander sounds weird. Xander! No, you have to say Xander with some like poise. You know, you sit down, you're
Xander.
Like,
Xander.
Young Xander on the beat.
Yeah.
So I was
Xander
like,
Adika.
you have
Ladies
to-
and gentlemen, please welcome Xander Adika.
oh my God, have my baby Xander, babe. But yeah, I think that's why I got to that point of Xander. But like touching on the whole
initiation process.
initiation process. In the lower tribe, it used to be that we'd take out our 6 lower teeth. Out of it.
So the opposite of colored people.
Exactly. Wait, what you dissing?
Shout out to my colored peeps. I miss y'all. Yesterday we represent.
They go look at this interview and be like,
They know, dog.
they know the teeth.
It's tough, dog. But the thing is, it's a norm. It happens in my neighborhood where I'm from in Cape Town.
Do
I
they
see
do
it.
the
I
upper
see
teeth?
it. Yeah, it's a thing.
Why?
It's literally a thing. They get into fights and you see teeth like, well, false teeth popping out. You know, it's a thing.
Yeah. Because that was initially like what our culture would do. It'd be like
Yeah.
to be a grown up, you'd lose your 6 lower teeth. And that's why I feel like some of our foods, that's why they were so soft. Because we love eating soft ass food.
Couldn't
dog.
bite.
Bro, ain't no way you was eating sugar cane with them teeth gone, brother, man.
Hey,
ain't no
man.
sugar cane you going chat.
So now, like, instead of doing that, removing the lower 6 teeth, what do you guys do? You guys just do nothing at all?
We just do the normal circumcision.
Yeah.
And then, you go to the doctor.
Oh,
get
so
it
you guys
snipped.
don't.
Nah, there's no like tradition of sorts. It's more of like, because it's so modernized and stuff, and like people value having the modernity. I think it's just once you just get the snip for like health reasons, and then it's like if your parents want to celebrate, they'll celebrate. They'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, congratulations, you made it into high school with no complications and stuff.
Yeah.
Then you move on with life. It's,
Proper.
It's not like a thing. But I think
yeah, you
what
go to
we-
Mauritius for 6 weeks. Come back, skin glowing, my boy.
Hey.
Arr, no
Hey.
pimple. Fine boy. I remember, dog, my skin was
It was youthful.
dog. Was proper.
But you learned a lot.
Yeah, my
In
brother's
Mauritius.
going this year, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, he's going this year. Big boy. He was like, what? He was in grade
Do you
7
get
now?
to advise them on the like how to do this?
Well,
and
when they're there, not before.
why not before, dog? Cheat codes, dog. Hit them with the cheat codes. Be like, hey,
fuck
bro.
cheat codes, nigga. No one gave me cheat codes. No one gave you cheat codes. No one gave you cheat codes.
Break the cycle.
Why should we give him
break
cheat
the
codes?
cycle. Be the one to break the cycle. Be like, listen, bro. Listen. Let's have a conversation.
Bruh, it will never happen. That's the thing. You'll never break the cheat codes. You break the cheat codes when they're there. That's it.
So is it a thing that like if you do it, are you disowned by your own people if you tell?
Oh,
So it's just like I think you can say whatever.
no, it's
Just a
literally
decision.
a welcome type of thing. It's a welcome to this band, this merry band of men. We're gonna teach you what it means to be a man. I do believe so, though sometimes they do take a very backwards direction in terms of what we go through in South Africa. But in my experience, apart from the initiation process, right? Like you say, you just become a man, right? In my experience, going to Mauritius is not necessarily, yes, it's an identifier that you are a man, but it is not an identifier of character that you are a man. So the man is actually in here, not with the appearance and everything. That's what I learned. A man is seen through his actions, not by, okay, you went to Mauritius, now you're a
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that I went with, they spiraled out of control because of that mentality. I'm a man now. I can do whatever. You listen to me, I told,
And that's
that
the
breeds a
mistake.
very toxic culture because
what I'm saying.
those people, they actually like become criminals, and they justify what they do.
Because I'm a man.
But
And that's the thing.
is-
It's always been that fight we've had. In I think even Ayanda Makai, who I worked with on that series, he made a series called "What Makes a Man," and I think some of the cultural things that we're taught bleeds into our culture and bleeds into our characters that
Yes.
we develop.
Yes.
And if you're not able to catch those things early,
Yes.
then you end up spiraling.
Exactly. You
down
must
this
unlearn a
route.
lot of the things. some things you should also be like, ah, man, this definitely sounds like bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, nah, there's no way that this is real. I mean, even a toddler could say that this is BS.
Yeah.
You know? But it's also, dog, it's in every culture. I don't know if you saw this video, but there was this guy who was like just harassing this Zulu woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
China, you know. He's shellering apparently, and the other men are just cheering it on. And in some cultures, it's supported that you should, you know, convince to that extent that you are about that. Nah, dog, it really isn't. You know, I spoke to this one hun. Well, I just told him a scenario. She asked me, what happens like when you shoot your shot at a girl and she rejects you? She tells you she has a boyfriend. I was like, nah, then your boyfriend's a very lucky man. Just enjoy the rest of your day. Simple, dog. It's not that hard. And then by the end of the day, you're going to forget about it. Because you're in South Africa, you're going to see another 10 if you walk a few steps down the mall. Like my boy. Come on.
It's nice. The mall
Like-
is nice.
Like, come on, man. Like, really?
No, but it's a thing of like, sometimes you will find yourself in a situation where you really like this person. You've had this, especially with someone that you see frequently. You feel like there's a space in your heart for them.
Yeah.
And when
Spoken like a true romantic, man. I love it.
yeah,
This is a clever boy.
Aye.
This is a clever boy.
Aye, bro. Shout out
But
to
no.
shout out to Kelly, who used to say this. She was like,
Mayor.
a mayor.
Ah.
She's in Korea now.
She's in Korea.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Shout out to Kelly. Kelly, if you've seen this,
If you're watching this,
we're missing you, dog. Come back.
come back.
Come chill with the boys.
You know the vibes. My man.
Now, Kelly used to like talk about how she would be like a hopeless romantic, and I love that about her because she was a person who was very committed to her craft and very committed to like, because we did a scene. We used to do not used to. We did a scene for, what was this called? It wasn't the Crucible. It wasn't Libation Bearers. It was another Shakespearean play, but we played like lovers on that thing. And the commitment she had and the way she showed love in that series, I was like, yo, I'm feeling you, dog. Like I feel the passion that you have.
Yeah.
And as a character, you would have been my wife. Honestly, you would have been wifed up.
Long time ago.
Yeah, long time ago. You know, Kelly's wife material. Let me just say, listen, Korea. If you take Kelly,
This man
away
is
from
shooting his
us-
shot on all angles, my boy. This man came with an AK-47 today. He's like, you're going to feel the Kenyan today?
Kelly Maya, how you doing, baby girl? I miss you. Nah.
Stop it, Alex. Not today.
No, but like honestly, she exuded like she had wifey material and she had like friendship material that honestly she would have been a best friend and an amazing lover as well. Cause
So
I felt the vibe.
from that, you picked up, there's still a hope at the end of the day for me to find somebody you love.
Because a lot of times you do reach a space where it's like relationships are really nice at this point, right? You sit down.
I mean, it is winter.
Winter is
So, it plays with your mind. When summer arrives, the mindset changes.
come out this.
But I get you. I get you.
yeah.
I understand exactly what you mean.
Cuddle buddies. are
Companionship it's actually kind of a basic requirement for humans. And a lot of people reject that because there's a lack of opportunity of finding a companion. So they reject the analogy, I don't need no man. I don't need no... Ha.
And when she says you don't
Okay.
need no man, you're going to retaliate, be like, these girls
okay.
ain't loyal, and then
Yeah.
reach a space where no one's messing with the other.
But I'm not in the sense of companionship is vital for humans, right? But then there are instances where you have to be single and alone for your own personal growth. And those moments come and you should be able to discern them. When you are going through the most, don't go for a relationship. Like when you feel like you're at rock bottom, don't do that. Because now you're putting your burden on somebody else. I'm not saying you should go into a relationship fully healed because we're never fully healed. Every day there's an experience that kawatas us, that triggers us. But go into a relationship when you, what was I going to say now? It's ADHD thing, but you say something and then your mind just loses track. But no, you should go into a relationship when you have the ability to sustain it, when you can communicate, show love, be kind, and hold no sort of resentment for the next person because of your past traumas, type of thing. You know, have an element of I healed a bit. You know.
Yeah, no.
That's just my 2 cents. If you're buying, come through.
remember me on this. Nah, because like healing is a process that, I mean, a lot of people talk about, but it's one of the hardest things to do.
It's hard. It's really hard.
Yo, I need to heal from financial trauma, to be honest.
Hey, but as much as it's financial trauma, we've been like, because now you said there was a point where it was slow in Cape Town, right? Didn't you ever think about going back to Kenya and trying out the industry there?
I did.
You did?
And I did try.
And what's the climate like, the film and television in Kenya?
Yo, bro. I think in the time, I'll tell you a story about like how... Let me tell you a story of how I went to an audition one time and I was like, nah, I'm out this plane. Bro, so I went for an audition for... I don't know what commercial it was. It was another commercial. And when I get to the space, and it's like there's a long ass line to like get into the whole audition process. And I'm like, it's cool, I understand, we can do the thing. And as we wait through the whole audition process, not one of the producers calling us in. He's like, guys, can you come in? Let's have a chat. That time I'm like, bro, we've made a long ass line. If you're calling us to come in, this better be important. Because if I'm leaving this venue and you tell us to make a line again, I'm gonna find my way to the front of the line.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna fight.
I'm gonna fight you for this line because me, I want the job. We want the money. So I'm like, all right, cool. He calls us in, tell us some like random thing. I'm like, okay, this is how audition works. This is how we're gonna do the whole process. So it's like, okay, cool. Thank you for coming in, guys. Let's make a line outside. I'm like, you bastard! How could you? Bro, so of course, you know, we squeeze, we fight for our own spaces on the line. We get there.
Throw hands. Bah!
Me, of course, I'm not feeling like I want to fight this thing. So I'm like, all right, I'm on my place in the line. Halfway through the audition, I see like it's one person. Initially, it was one person going in, one person. And then it started going to like 2s. And then it got to like 4s. And at some point, 10 people started walking in.
It sounds like a commercial audition now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, hey, what's going on here? So I'm like, at some point, people would just like walk in at random. It wasn't even a thing of like, oh, you're being called in, you just walk in. And I'm like, why are people just being free with this shit? I'm like, so me, I walk in.
From order to disorder.
Bro, I'm like, so I walk in. I see a group of like 10 gents standing next to the cameraman. And this like this one lady, I think she was like she lifted weights and stuff. She was a
bodybuilder.
Bodybuilder, in fact.
You know the vibes.
Bro, she's posing and stuff. He's like, okay, cool. The cameraman's like, all right, cool. I'm going to record you right now. The gents there celebrating. Ooh, girl, we see you. Ooh.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you guys serious?
Is this the audition?
This is actually happening. Like we came here to get a job and you guys are out here acting like this. And I was like, no, I'm out.
I'm coming back to South Africa.
Let me come back to SA. Because like SA at least is like safer. And like, you know, you go into the room, you're that one person with three casting directors.
Yeah.
And you do your performance.
Yeah.
And if they like you, they like you. If they don't, you move on with life. Yeah. In Kenya, it was like...
And you walk in there with your time slot.
Time slot.
10:45.
10:45.
To 11.
That was the thing. And that's what I loved about the South African industry is like, you guys have agents. You guys have time slots.
Yes.
You respect the process. You have like this whole thing going on. In Kenya, right now, I think we're slowly growing to that point where we have, well, not agents, but like we have time slots and we have audition.
Slowly but surely, you guys are getting there. You're learning the game more and more.
Because with the introduction of streaming and stuff, we've wanted to like put our best foot forward.
Yeah.
Because it's like now you want to put your Sunday best.
Yeah.
You don't want like people saying, oh, okay, cool. This is the content from my country.
I mean, even Kenya even adapted the river. Wasn't that show called Kina? Am I saying it right?
Kina.
Kina. It's Kina. There's something along those lines. When I watched the trailer, I was like, this is the premiere trailer of the river. And I was like, hey, what's going on here?
Kina. No, I have to take a look at that.
Yeah,
No, but there was a
search
popular
it.
one there called Maria. That was dope.
Maria, Maria.
But the
She
singer on that
remind
song.
me of a West Side Story. Living out in Spanish holla. Ba-da-ba-boom. It's like a movie star. Maria, Maria.
Oh, dog, that song was
And then
fun.
boom, 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 din, 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 din,
Ah,
boom, boom,
yeah,
boom,
DJ
boom,
Khaled
yeah.
came through with that thing.
Boom, 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 boom. You know the vibes. Yeah, you know.
Bro, but like Maria really showed us like the industry could improve.
It could improve now.
It-
If
it-
people wanted to, if people actually threw in money.
People wanted to.
If people gave us money, we could have quality.
Quality.
Proper
And that, it actually
quality.
showed itself in like there's a show on I was about to rhyme show on Showmax. So there's a show on Showmax.
You know what I'm saying?
It's called Crime and Justice. And that one showed like if people put money behind it, that show would make.
It would make.
Yeah, because Crime and Justice is a Kenyan show as well.
Mm.
And the cinematography, the acting, it's amazing.
Yeah.
The crew behind that series, the cast, I'm like, yeah, if we really put our minds to it and our money to it,
We can make
make it
magic. Maybe
What
even
was
some Zanzi magic.
how fun.
Go home, Tubbs. Go home, Tubbs.
If you could please take the exit to the left.
You know, right over there. But now you hear where there's actually order and there's schedule until that's pre, right? Pre-production and until production. Okay. But yeah, you know, but
Aye, production's
you've had
was
your
dirty.
experience
Yeah.
with MTV's Shuga. Yeah, Baba. What season are you guys on now?
3.
Season 3, yeah? Yeah.
Season 3 for Down South though.
For Down South.
I think it's the 12th season for the MTV, Shuga, the brand
okay,
itself.
so it's season 3 for Down South. How was that, my man?
Bro, MTV Shuga Down South, honestly, I feel like I came in the right season.
Yeah.
Yo, season 3, bro. Like, even at the table read, when we sat down and we were reading the scripts and they're like describing how the opening scene is going to be, like, I was like, you guys are going to move different.
Yeah.
Even the locations, bro. When we were shooting, I was like, you guys are really using this budget amazingly.
Nah.
Yo, bro.
They're utilizing their resources accurately, how it's supposed to be done.
As I was looking at the other brothers from Nigeria. Hey, no disrespect to MTV Nigeria, but you guys need to really use your budget. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because they had
Forgive
3
them, they
locations.
got Nairas.
They used 3 locations. So I was like, nah, Nigeria, come on.
Yeah. You guys use one? Or just
Oh, we
like
used a lot.
50,000?
Hey.
Yeah.
Bro, if
Where
you check
were
out
guys
our
shooting?
trailers on Burnt Onion, that was the production company doing our thing. There was a lot of locations we used. Yeah.
All over Joburg. Did you go to the Kasi at some point?
I was in the castle.
Township. What do you think of the township? Our townships.
Our townships. It's chilled.
It's chilled.
I haven't been like deep.
Is
deep in
Kenya
the
worse?
castle.
You make it sound like Kenya's worse if you say our townships are chill. Damn. Like, what do you guys do there?
I mean, I don't think I went to the
Chopper filling it.
townships to like live. Because like from my experience, the township was chilled. Because I've been to the townships in Cape Town. And like Josie.
And that's your opinion? It's chill?
It's chill, bro.
Nigga, where did you go?
Bro, from the Rands to
Oh, you went
the
to
other vibes.
Kailicha.
Yeah. I don't think whatever you describe in the township, I don't think I've gone to that vibe. The township.
You haven't seen it properly. But I get that. Same as me, because with my experience in Joburg, right? I don't frequent the township. What am I going to do there? I ain't got friends there. I ain't got people there. What am I going to be doing there, nigga?
Who are your people?
Like, my township friends are in Cape Town. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Sugar. Yeah. All over.
Eish.
Bent onion.
Eish.
Who was your character, Baba?
My character, his name is Victor Gore.
Victor G-O-R?
G-O-R.
Victor Gore.
Victor Gore.
He must leave scenes kind of messy.
No. He was actually...
No one? No one
What?
got that?
Wait,
No
hold
one?
on. I think that thing passed me. What were you trying
It
to do?
flew right over your head. Victor Gore. So I'm assuming he leaves the scenes messy.
How? Mortal Kombat? No.
Brutality.
Hi.
Okay, let's continue.
Our PlayStation fans are not here.
Let's go. They're not here, my boy. They are not here. Clearly. But yeah, Victor Gore.
Victor Gore. He's this guy who's been like suffering of 2 years of unemployment with a degree in geology, and he's just trying to make it in life. And he's here with his wife, who's HIV positive. She was born with it, and he wants to start a family with her. So they go through this whole journey of what's like living with someone who has the virus, and how to make them your love, how to support them as your lover, and being protective over them, and also finding a space where, if we did want to have this child, how do we get there?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of like, it's a big storyline of love and positive black love, and how to support each other, and how to take each other from like the levels of just being HIV positive to, okay, we want to have a child, how do we get there? We want to be able to be supportive of each other, how do we do that? And stuff. And I think it's an amazing thing to just learn about love, and how to support, and how to be protective, and how to be a person of character that you can be able to look back and be like, yeah.
So
this is me.
I'm assuming that that's the social message behind everything. It's that we as the youth in South Africa, we don't have work, we ain't got jobs, we're unemployed, and the HIV rate is actually skyrocketing now as well. Our youth is way more reckless than they were when Soul Buddies used to be on TV. You know?
Yeah.
Soul City. Back then, the levels were high. Manje, people forgot, and are living hot girl summers or starting OnlyFans. They're doing all sorts of things. They're drinking and they are reckless. You know, I heard the wildest comment. A colleague of mine said to me one day, female, hey, bana. Hey,
These
dog.
girls.
Hey, I was shook. Bruh, you know when you living life orientation every day, dog. She's like, you know, like after 26, like, girls they just stop using condoms.
Wait, is that a fact?
I'm paying up for it. So I was like, who the fuck are you fucking? Like, what happened to, you know, self-worth or self or protecting yourself just in general,
I
dog?
mean, diseases are still a thing. They're
Like-
still a thing, my girl.
Yeah.
12-year-olds are having children. Fuck 26-year-olds not using protection.
Yeah. Yeah.
12-year-olds are having children.
My nigga.
12-year-olds.
Where have we gone wrong?
Aye.
Where have we gone wrong?
Aye. Having a kid at 12.
12-year-olds, what are you doing, dog?
Bro,
At 12,
what was your
Bruh,
life?
I was chasing to go back home to watch Dragon Ball Z because when I was 12, we did not have DSTV. I was not rapping. I was not rapping.
Bro, that was the point.
I was not rapping.
Yo, at 12 we ain't got no
because
DSTV.
We got DSTV when I was in grade 8, right? When I was 12, I was grade 7. But that's not the point. The point is, we would be chasing to go home to watch television. But I didn't even know what girls were. Okay, I knew what they were, but when we play with girls, we playing marbles, we playing, you know.
You ain't thinking of them in that aspect. Be like, ooh, you look
Nah.
fine. It was like, you are a fellow gent. I mean, you're a fellow
You're a
friend.
fellow friend, bruh.
Yeah.
And then you know what happens? And then you turn 20 and 21. That's when now your eye starts changing. Even 16. Well, kalog mina guys, the glow up came after. So I'm taller. So
That's when you can see these are who.
yeah, these are the nyash. This is
Like,
where.
oh, wow.
This is, you know, yo guys. Gents in high school were weird. Dog. You know, the girl be chilling there. My nigga be like, because I went to a college school. Are we tabi? I'm like, what? They're like, hey, bro, kegi. So they slide the shoe under the girl's dress and they say, look at the shoe. I look at the shoe. The nigga put a mirror in the shoe, dog, under the girl. Now, a moment I look there, I'm like, what the? Because at the time for me, it didn't click. I was a late bloomer. I was a late bloomer. So I was like, ugh, this is disgusting. What the fuck are you doing? You know?
Why are we looking at this?
You know, that type of thing. Now, 12-year-olds are getting pregnant. Women are... They are, God, dog, guys, fucking use condoms.
Bro, it feels like you're promoting this guy.
No, dog, because
you need a
it's this thing of
promote,
people, especially gents and women. They promote this thing of not using because it's a thing of it feels better. Bullshit, nigga.
It feels
Okay,
good
yes,
until
it
you
does
hear a win.
with the person you love,
Yeah.
but not with everybody. Like,
But that's the
Is it
thing.
like that in Kenya as well?
Nah, because we condomize, dog. We
Nah.
condomize. Yo,
Yes.
bro. Shawty, even like when you're making out and stuff, she's like, "You got protection, my boy." We load it, dog. We load them.
Always, nah.
Hey, you
Always.
can't be caught lacking like that.
Never.
Can't be, Ash.
And Z knows you'll never catch me lacking.
Aye. Condoms are
No,
cheaper
never.
than diapers. Let me.
Z will
just-
call me at 2 a.m. Tabs,
Hey.
do the things.
Eh. With the packs,
You know what I'm
just
saying?
You put the packs beside
Brah.
and you're ready. Ha.
Oh, dog.
I
And
refuse to be
people,
caught
like,
caught.
they literally think the only worst thing that can happen from raw sex is having a kid. That's like, guys, people's dicks fall off. Because of such shit.
Ha! Imagine going to the doctor saying, "Oh, my guy, it just happened." I didn't know it
one
was-
day it just woke up and it rot.
I stealthed one time, and
You know?
and I just messed up my life. Because my thing is like living with, let's say, if you catch an STI or something, or
Yeah.
a disease as traumatic as HIV, dog. It's so tough because not everyone's going to understand.
Yeah, but the
Yo.
stigma is slowly dissipating.
It
now.
is, but
And
at
that's
the
why
rate
shows
it
like
is-
MTV Shuga
Are
are
needed.
vital
Mm.
to show people that these things haven't disappeared because you guys have social media and internet and all of that.
It doesn't move.
Yeah.
It doesn't move. And there was what's it called? There was a podcast I watched. It was the funniest thing. I think it was called it's the Mac G podcast.
Yeah.
They were talking about HIV and stuff. And there's this lady who came from Nigeria. She got AIDS. She got HIV. And she didn't even try to seek treatment or whatever. I think she did. But she was like, I must spread this to everyone.
Oh, super spreader.
And I'm like, yo.
That's villainous. That person should be arrested because that's
Ah.
attempted murder.
Because I'm like, and that was what they were discussing. Like, if you know you're positive and you go out and spread,
That's being bitter at the whole world.
that's
dog.
what I'm saying. Is it a crime?
Was she born with it?
No, she got it.
Oh, so it's her own fault.
Yeah, someone transmitted it to her.
And so now she's,
Spreading it to everyone she hates.
because she's bitter.
And I'm like,
How?
how do you even sit with yourself at the end of the day?
Knowing that and doing that intentionally to people. Hey,
Bro.
people have problems, dog. People are sociopaths. Yeah, man.
And you just sit there with yourself, you're like, hey, now I have to be careful about the people I'm with.
Exactly.
Because this person, I might think they like me. I might think they're trying to vibe with me.
Kanti, it's another thing.
They're trying to get you on some disease thing.
You know.
And even in our career now, in our space,
Mm.
someone's trying to get you sick
You
so that they
know.
can spread that on Twitter and be like, oh, by the way, Tabile,
You know,
Has
it's
HIV.
the new curse now.
Xander is
Nah.
rocking with some STI I
That's
gave
why I
him.
keep telling you this, my man. Us as gents also now, we need to actually have the ability to discern between which women to choose. Like if your gut feeling is telling you, hey, guys, there's something off about this woman.
It's not happening.
Trust it. It's not happening. Don't think with what's between your legs. Use your brain. Not your testicles. Know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Use your brain. If it feels like something is off, it's probably because it is.
You need to step back.
You know?
Take 10 steps back.
But niggas know. Type of thing. Nah, just relax. Relax.
Bro, the thing is like going to such a space is just levels.
Levels. How long have you been in South Africa now?
Ooh. Officially, I would say like 5 years.
Unofficially?
Unofficially, I think probably like 7.
7.
Because
So
I've been
2
coming.
years you
No, I've been coming back and forth.
as like a tourist.
Yeah.
Bus a chip.
This is like
I'm a
2011.
tourist.
2011 until now. Nah, that's 10 years, dog.
Yeah.
That's 10 years.
You've been here for 10 years.
Not. I've been coming back and forth in like on a December holiday thing for like the first probably like 6 years, and then 5 is when I spent here.
Officially. Studying, doing everything proper.
Everything. I'm enjoying the world,
And within those 5 years, did you experience any form of discrimination? My brother.
bro.
My African, Kenyan,
Bro.
beautiful melanated brother.
It's tough.
It's tough.
Before you
'Cause
learn
I
that.
know my people.
Hey.
And I hate my people for that, just in that department. Because, like, why?
Colorism is a thing. It is a thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, at some point,
Colorism and xenophobia. Have you
yes,
experienced- Ooh.
xenophobia.
How about that?
Is ish. It wasn't even recently, bro.
Recent.
Like even recent as last year.
Shit.
And bro, I remember I was on set because hey, even like my South African languages are just
It's not your
there.
fault. You're not South African.
That's what I'm saying. And I got to this space where, because I worked as an extra a lot of the time before I even got the big gig on MTV, and I came to set and I met this one guy, and we were chilling, we were just like talking and stuff. And at some point he was trying to talk to me in his language, and I think it was Xhosa, and not Xhosa, it was
Zulu.
not Zulu. I mean, it was Shaka. It was
Shaka.
Shaka Zulu. It was
It
a Shaka
was Zulu.
Zulu's show. The Americans were trying to do like a Shaka.
Oh, Shaka Ileme, CBS.
No, they were doing. I think they called it King Shaka.
CBS, King Shaka.
It was Showtimes. I think Showtimes was doing
Showtime.
it. And it was being produced by Antoine Fuqua.
CBS.
Was it CBS?
CBS.
Oh, I
I
thought it was
auditioned as an
Showtimes.
extra, and my mentor was telling me how Antoine Fuqua was in the country. He was in Cape Town, he's shooting Shaka, and then all of a sudden, boom, she got cancelled.
Yeah, no, that production was not being handled. Hey,
Yeah,
that production was not being handled by the right people, honestly. But I was on that set, and I remember I was trying to chat to this one person, full English. Hey, Mandem was like, me, I don't understand what you're saying. I don't get it. And he looked at me, was like, hey, bro, me, I don't know what you're saying. Walked off. Not this gent. 10 minutes later, talking to another person, full English, bro, with an accent. And like, brother, why? Why would you treat me like that?
no reason,
No reason.
just discrimination.
Another time, we're trying to do a photo shoot with my friend, director said. He's an amazing photographer, cinematographer. We came to this one guy and we were like, hey, we want to do... We were trying to do a photo shoot with like... But we needed to light some torches that we had. And we went to this one colored gent. I don't know if it was colored or white. And we asked him for like a lighter and something. And he immediately got apprehensive. Just because it was two black guys coming to him and like, hey bro, can you help us with the lighter? And the weird thing was, he was doing a braai. So he couldn't lie to us. That time
And he
he's like,
doesn't have a lighter.
yeah, he's like, no, bro, I didn't got a lighter. That time he's lighting the fire with all that charcoal, with the...
It's the small nuances. It's annoying.
And I'm like, bro, it's unnecessary.
It really is.
It is. And his son was there.
Because we are the same people.
His son is there. He's watching this interaction. So he's like, oh...
So what is he basically teaching his son?
1 + 1
Is
2.
2. That's already teaching your son hate from...
From birth. And that's what they say. You're not born racist. You're not
You're
born
not.
discriminatory.
You're genuinely not.
You are taught.
You are taught to hate.
You are taught. You're like, hey, if you see this person with this certain skin tone, color, avoid.
That's one thing that I've that I learned from my mom, bro, is respect and be compassionate towards people. At the end of the day, you never know what they're going through, right? And that has trickled into everything that I do, people that I work with. That's why I really do not understand the concept of people who are racist, people who are homophobic, just any form of discriminatory action towards someone. I can never understand that, because what is your basis? Where did you learn this? Where did they tell you that so-and-so is like this? So-and-so is like that? Someone had to teach it to you.
That's the thing.
I had to shed a bad light. And hey, dog, this every time there's just these huge, like every time when you log on Twitter, right, you see these very xenophobic tweets. I wouldn't say it's funny. There's a point in you need to understand both sides that as I grow older, I adopt, right? You can learn from bad people. You can also learn from good people. I understand why South Africans would push the narrative, put South Africans first, right? Because as a country, you should be loyal to your people first, right? Give them jobs, give them everything. On the other sense, there are foreigners who are illegal that are here in this country, right? It's not allowed. It's going to be hard to fish for who they are and to throw them out. But in that same breath, there are people who are legal, right? It's this thing of the people that are complaining about immigrants are the people who are lazy and doing absolutely nothing to change their situation. When foreigners like you come to this city with a mission, to this country with a mission to change their life, and it happens. And that's what South Africans do. They hate on that. Even on our own South Africans. When a South African is rising to the top, what do? They try to pull you down. It's that jealousy, it's that self-hate that we were taught.
That's
you
the
know.
thing.
And I also wanted to know, are Kenyans in this, are they like that in that sense?
No, I think we do support each other when it comes to, I mean, to the arts. I won't lie, it's tough. It's tough in the arts, in the art industry. I mean, people get dissed for days because a lot of like theater actors are doing like television, and you know we're out here performing like to big levels, and people are like, "Oh, what the hell are you doing?" But in other things, we do love to support each other in some aspects. But more or less, it's having tough skin is something you need if you want to be like an entrepreneur or just to be able to do your own thing. You need to be able to have that strength within.
You need a tough skin for the world in general.
You do.
Bro. Everything that you do, like tough skin, because there are instances like that where you cannot control it. Like you couldn't control that the guy was just gonna not give you a lighter, and yes, it's gonna upset you, but you can't control how you react to it. You understand? You know.
It's like, cool, keep your lighter, fam.
But now that, in your perspective, that was deep.
That was deep, dog.
That was deep.
I guess.
But in your perspective now, because as opposed to Kenya, South Africa is your Hollywood. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it with my chest. What do you want us to remember? Xander Adika by.
I mean, I'm still trying to figure that out. I would like.
That's a very honest answer.
Yeah.
You know, some people get on you and lie.
Yeah, they'll be like, listen, I want you to
lie.
remember my future, my past, and how I got here, and that I fought.
You're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, because there's a lot that you really want the industry to remember you by. You know, can they remember you for your legacy? Can they remember you for your characters? Can they remember you for, I mean, the things you've been able to push.
Was he a bad person to work with? Was he that?
Yeah.
You know?
And I mean, every other day you could say like, I want you to remember me for this, and then you make a mistake, and people are like, I thought you wanted to be this person.
They enjoy it when the hero stumbles.
That's some Spider-Man shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I see. Huh? And they entertained you, the hero.
You know.
For
You know?
Bro, Willem Dafoe had the best speech. That shit.
Willem Dafoe is the Goblin. Insane casting. Bro. Perfect casting, actually. Perfect casting.
And I know people be dissing him, be like, oh, he only changes because he does his head tilt, and he's like, I'm now the Goblin. And now he turns his head up. It's like, hey, I'm good. But I'm like, when he
now
did
you
that
do it.
speech,
Simple. You do it.
You do it.
Can't.
Nothing. You will never catch a person doing that.
Yeah.
They'll be like, nonsense. But yeah, I think just learning to be the hero of my own story and just being happy with what I'm able to do or accomplish in this industry.
Yes, sir.
Is like what I hope the world remembers me by.
My man. My man.
My man.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Xander Adika, and this was What Do You Bring to the Table? Please like and subscribe. There, my bro. There by the YouTube. Seems like click there somewhere. I don't know. Is it there?
Yes, sir.
But do the things, my bro. What do you bring to the table? Xander. Thanks, my man.
Yes, sir. And
MTV Shuga.
Before I forget, yes. Remember to catch your boy on the 27th of June.
Yes.
On BET 129.
Yes, sir.
DSTV, my boy. MTV Shuga Down South. And also on YouTube on the 28th.
My man.
That's where you find my face.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Yes. One more time.
Bro, this was dope.
You know what I'm saying?
You cannot find replacement types of statements I be making. Kuzuga monthly, daily funds escaping, silent vacate. Pulling up funds and statements on the table, time to shake